Hey, what's up guys? This is Chase from the Warehouse, and today we're going to be taking a quick look at the Bauer Supreme S190 ice hockey skate. So we have NHL's most popular holder called the Tuca Light Speed Edge. This has a quick release trigger system that allows you to swap out damaged or broken steel in seconds. Now this has the LS3 runners that has the Pro preferred extra height. Now this gives you extra options if you're trying to profile it. It extends the sharpening life on it, and it does give you a little more aggressive angle of attack with that extra height on there. That's going to be connected to the full lightweight composite outsole. This is the first time that we see this in this line, and it's going to be their most rigid and one of their most lightest options to date. It's going to make that energy transfer process extremely efficient, and that works hand in hand with this 3D lasted Titanium Curv Composite quarter package. As you can see, it has that pro level stiffness. NHLers could definitely use this skate, and with all that extra stiffness and support, this gives you explosive power through every stride, and it really lets you be very agile on your feet too, because it doesn't really budge, and it's just, like I said, extremely responsive. It's also 3D lasted. That's where you could really see that defining foot shape through the mold itself. But what I really like about it is that all these materials respond extremely well to heat baking. So even before you bake them, you slide your foot in the boot. It gives you that nice anatomical feel, and then you go ahead and bake them, and it gives you that pro-like, just wrapping around your foot, just stellar feel. Now into the tendon guard. This is their free flex tendon. This is taken over from that MX3, and this gives you that full range of motion. So as you're taking your stride, it allows you to get that final toe snap process out there, unlike some traditional stiff tendon guards that will kind of inhibit you from doing that. Up at the top here, we have total edge comfort patches, and this just alleviates high ankle abrasion, especially when you're cutting over, doing crossovers and whatnot, but really just to take comfort to the next level. Continuing with that tendon guard though, you can see that really sick styling that they really included, but that is what you would expect out of one of their top of the line skates. Into the tongue, this is going to be their form fit 52 ounce, 40 ounce, 3-piece white felt tongue. You can see how it's stitched together down through the center here. Has that pro level thickness to it, especially with those injected foams down through the center. So if you go up under the shin, or if you're just looking for that nasty flop, it gives you incredible comfort right out of the box. But more for protection wise, with that thick white felt, they included an injected plastic piece down through the center, again to give you that pro level protection and comfort for the top of the foot. Into the liner, this is their Hydra Max 2, and this is going to be a little bit more softer to the touch than what we saw in the Hydra Max in that 180 skate. So it is, again, very comfortable when you slide your foot in, especially with those memory foam ankle pads. But this is really going to do a great job of wicking away the moisture, pushing it down through the bottom of the boot, and keeping your feet dry and making sure you stay planted in there. Also, we have these integrated wear patches on the top of the boot, again, to really kind of alleviate any wear and tear that your shin guards, especially if you go under the shins, might cause for up here. So again, to increase that durability and extend the life of the skate. Now lastly, as far as the footbed goes, this is what Bauer calls their Form Fit Plus footbed. It has a nice grippy texture in the heel cup, and then in the toes it also has that texture as well. So once you start playing, your foot starts sweating, it really helps keep it planted in there so you can get as much power out of each stride as possible. As far as the fit profile goes, this is what Bauer calls their contouring fit. That's what Supreme has been known for. It has a very anatomical shape, so it really wraps around the foot in that natural sense. As far as the width and the volume goes compared to Vapor and Nexus, this is going to sit right in between those two families. So compared to Vapor, this is going to have a little bit more volume as well as a little bit more width. And then compared to Nexus, it's going to be the opposite. So it is going to be a little bit more narrow, and Supreme is also going to be a little more shallow as well. So for even more information on the Bauer Supreme S190 ice hockey skate, make sure you check them out at icewarehouse.com.